and they were rich. He grabbed bottles and flasks and jars of wine and loads up his crate, loads up his donkey, and went to a far country. So he has drinks for everybody. He has Cavassier, Hennessy, Bacardi rum, when you have drinks, it's happy hour for everybody. He had women. Come on. Because sometimes when you have drinks, you got women. His mother had a nice car. When you got a nice car, you got women. Beyonce will ride with you if you got a nice ride. Don't even talk to me, somebody. And he kept on living. The Bible said a riotous lifestyle. A riotous, wild lifestyle. You must understand the root word wild is the root of wilderness. And when a person is wild, you're behaving in an animalistic way. You become an animal. That's where the word macho and masculine come from. They are root words. They were Hispanic terms out of the Mexican Hispanic dialect. Had to do, if you will, with animalistic or dog-like nature. It's an insult for a man to call his brother a dog. What's up, dog? Y'all don't talk. It lends itself to an animalistic demon that I can't control myself. You're not my dog, you are my brother. Can I get a witness? But when that wild living kicked in, he depleted his resources. He ran out of his resources. And if you keep on living, keep drinking water out of the flask, pretty soon, by, if you will, condensation, you're going to exhaust your supply. Just keep on eating out of the cupboard. Pretty soon the cupboard is going to run dry. It is a law of gravity. It is a law of reality. You just keep on using a particular source and see, don't you wipe it out. You got to understand, after a while, the young man ran out of what he had. And when his money ran out of business, his women ran out of business. When all of the liquor dried up, when all of the corona and the birds, which didn't make him wiser, when they all ran out, all of his boys ran out with him. Sometimes people will run with you as long as you're spending money on them. Jimmy will be with you as long as you gimme to Jimmy. But after a while, when your resources run out, I'm closing. You're going to find out it's lonely out there by yourself. And way out to a far country. I believe I'll go way out so I can't hear Daddy say, stop. I'll go far beyond my daddy's instruction to where I can't hear my daddy's voice say, come here. I can't hear Daddy say, boy, don't do that. I'm beyond the Father's instruction. Can I make this thing plain here? But I submit to you here, God knows how to bring us right where we are. In spite of who he was, he lost what he was. And he joined himself to a citizen of the country. And the thing that God showed me in the hotel earlier, the citizen of the country had a field. The father had goods. But out of some heart, the son now don't have anything. I'm going to rewind that. Somebody didn't catch it. I said the father had, if you will, goods. If you will, the citizen of the country had a field. Look like everybody got something in the text but him. Come on. He lost everything that he had. You don't even see a friend. You don't see a classmate, a socialite. You don't see a frat brother. You don't see a co-worker. You don't see a fellow choir member. You don't see a fellow yoke bearer. You don't see a passenger rider. You don't see a chauffeur. You don't see an armor bearer, an assistant, a surrogate. Y'all not talking. You don't see an advisor. You don't see a supporter. Can I make this thing plain? And you can't live in life by yourself, baby. You got to have some support. I mean, your homeboy don't have nobody. Touch your neighbor and say, what you gonna do when you don't have nobody? The Bible said he joined himself to the citizen of the country. And the citizen of the country got a field. And the Bible said he sent him into that field to feed the swine. This young man is at the lowest point of his life. Y'all not talking. He don't even have any goods. He don't even have a field. But let me show you something. He don't even have any swine. And to a Jewish understanding, a swine is a demon spirit. A swine is an unclean spirit. Y'all not talking. Because to the Hebrew people, a pig or a swine was unclean. Can I close here? But wait a minute now. He's so low, he don't even have that. He can't even make a club sandwich. He cannot even make some hog crackling. What that hog boy? He can't even make, if you will, some pig ears or some pig feet. Tell your neighbor, you don't even have that. Well, let me show you something with your quiet Friday night sanctified self. Let me show you something that he has that's greater than that. You're looking at what he don't have, but you ain't looking at what he do have. Out of all that he don't have, Sister Phyllis, I feel like shouting, baby. He's still the son. Y'all didn't catch that. He don't have goods. He don't have a field. Don't have no hogs. Too lazy to slop them anyhow. Y'all ain't gonna let it. He don't have, if you will, a ring on his finger yet. But Pastor Hart, what does he do have greater than the things he don't have? Man, I'm still a son. That's why you better slap yourself and say, I'm still a son. You have to identify where you are in life. And say, out of all the things I've done, and out of all the things and the places that I have been, Bishop Ray Thompson, I'm still God's son. Can I shout up in here? I'm still who he called me to be. Because you lost the bedroom. You lost your position in the business. You lost the address where you used to live. But one thing that you didn't lose, tell your neighbor, I'm still a son. Out of all the things I've been through, I still belong to God. I wish I had a church up in here. See, some of y'all looking at me, but you don't know the God that's in me. God is telling me tonight that a whole lot of people don't shout this, baby. A whole lot of people have made the mistake they made is because they don't realize that the sonship you have, it always belongs to you. It always identifies with you. And it goes with you wherever you are. But I'm going to tell you what we do tonight. We busy trying to be prophets. We busy trying to be famous. We busy trying to prophesy. We busy trying to be millionaires. We busy trying to out-preach each other. But God said the most valuable thing you have is the ability to be a son. Are you praying with me? Because when you are a son, that means you belong to him. When you are a son, that means you have identity. That means no man can take it away from me. I know who I am. Tell your neighbor, yes. Oh, yeah. I know who I am. Tell your neighbor, I am a son. And while he was in the hog pen, it dawned on him, I don't have to sit here and feel sorry for myself. While he was in the hog pen, he said, I made some mistakes, but I don't have to sit here and feel sorry like this and be bound in my life. He said, wait a minute, I've done some foolish things, but still I know who I am. Tell your neighbor, I am a son. The mud can't change that. The hogs can't change that. The mistake I made can't change that. Where I am can't change. I look like my daddy because I got his name. I walk like my daddy because I am his child. He said, I believe I'll go back home. I tried to be a playboy. I should have tried to be a son. I tried to have a TV ministry. I should have tried to be a son. I tried to get everybody to like me. I should have tried to be a son. Tried to build a big ministry. And God let you make a fool of yourself. Because it ain't about building ministry. It's about sonship. Because they that are led by the Spirit